Hi, just wanted to share with you a dream I had in May of this year, 2026. In the dream, I was being escorted out of my home in a police car, and I was in the passenger seat, and there was this man police officer driving the car. And as he drove, we got on this big bridge that was going over the waters, and it looked like the Brooklyn Bridge or the San Francisco Bridge, but the structure was yellow, as if it was made out of gold. And as we were going on this road on the bridge would go up as we were going up on a roller coaster. And I remember looking at the blue sky as we were going up, and then the road would go down, and then it would go straight all the way. So as he was driving, I remember he was telling me about thinking of giving gifts to the children, and I told him that would be a good gesture. So as we kept talking, there was a moment that I looked at him and he turned into a woman wearing white. And she was a nice lady, maybe in her 40s or 50s. And as I saw that, at that point, I realized that I was dreaming because in the dream, I knew we were in Orlando, Florida, and I had not seen that Golden Bridge here. And also, he shifted into this woman, and I knew this was something supernatural. So at that moment, I asked the woman that was talking to me, "Are you an angel?" But she kept talking, and she was being nice. I did not feel threatened at all by her. But then I asked her again, "Are you an angel?" And she stopped and looked at me and said, "Yes." So I laid back in my seat, and as she kept driving and talking, we continued on this narrow road, on this bridge that ended at Denzel, Washington. And this is a strange part of the dream because the destination was this man who, from what I researched, he's an actor and he's a Christian as well. So when we got to him, he walked to the side of the police patrol, and I rolled up my window, and he offered me a silver platter, and on it was this fancy looking food. And he smiled, he was being nice, and when I saw that, I woke up. So this dream right away reminded me of the story of Joseph when he went from the prison to the palace. And the reason of that is because I was taken in this police car as if I was taken out of prison. And this doesn't necessarily mean a literal prison, but a place of frustrations or chains or things that hold us down. And the bridge represents Christ. He takes us from the earthly things to the heavenly things. And the fact that the structure holding the bridge was gold, it could be likened unto our faith. And this road is the narrow road that leads us to him. And in this case, Denzel, Washington, just as names have meanings in the Bible, Denzel can mean fort or stronghold, a place of safety. And Washington, the only place that we have in the U.S. that can be likened to the place where the king lives would be the White House in Washington. So in a symbolic sense, that can represent a palace or a place where the king dwells in modern days. And lastly, the fact that he presented me with a silver platter, that can be symbolic of food that comes from heavenly places, just like the manna that came from heaven. And the silver platter is symbolic because it was used in the temple for offerings. And the fact that I had an angel sitting beside me can be representative of our guardian angels, or the ones that God assigns to bring us heavenly gifts, just like spiritual gifts that God gives to the children if we ask them. And so I just wanted to share this with you. God bless.